You ever been in a room that's not technically empty, but it just feels profoundly, achingly lonely? Well, today we're going to dive right into that exact feeling. We're going to pull apart a song about isolation, about distance, and about what really happens when you find yourself 1,000 miles away from the person you call home. So the whole story kicks off with this incredibly vivid line. Listen to that. It's not just the wind. The song calls it a lonely howling. Right from the get-go, the world outside isn't some kind of comfort. Nope, it's a mirror, just reflecting the same exact emptiness the narrator feels on the inside. It's such a powerful way to set a scene that's both physical and, deeply emotional. Okay, so this first part is all about building that atmosphere of solitude. Just picture it. We're in some generic, anonymous hotel room, it's late at night, and every little sound from the outside world just seems to make the silence inside feel even louder, even heavier. And what's so powerful here is the contrast. You've got noise, that howl from the street, the television humming away in the corner, but none of it actually fills the space. The TV's just flickering light, right? It's like a ghost in the room. It's that classic attempt to fight off the quiet, but it just doesn't work. It only makes it more obvious that the one voice you really want to hear just isn't there. So when all that background noise does absolutely nothing, the narrator starts to take matters into his own hands. We see this deliberate search for any kind of distraction, anything at all, to numb the feeling of being so far away from everything that actually matters. 2 in the morning. Come on, this isn't just some random time. It's that hour. You know the one. The world is asleep, and you are left completely, utterly alone with your thoughts. It's prime time for overthinking and, in this case, for feeling every single one of those 1,000 miles. And here we see this ritual, this little two-step dance that I think so many of us recognize. Pouring a drink, flipping on the TV. These are deliberate moves, right? A little procedure designed to push the feelings down, to build a wall against your own mind. But here's the kicker. It doesn't work, not even a little. The lyric says the whiskey is not doing anything. The numbness he's desperately searching for just isn't there. This feeling of loneliness is so powerful, so all-consuming, that these go-to remedies are completely useless against it. And this brings us right to the heart of the song's conflict. See, it's not just about feeling lonely in a room. It's about why. It's about the distance, and the song explores this whole idea in a way that's both painfully physical and deeply emotional. 1,000 miles. The song just drops this huge, stark number on us, making that distance feel so real, so overwhelming. But listen to how it's phrased. 1,000 miles past missing you. That suggests that just saying you miss someone is a total understatement. He's so far gone, he's in a whole different territory of longing. So let's break this down. There are really two kinds of emptiness happening here. On one side, you've got the physical emptiness you can actually see, the hotel room, the four walls. But on the other side, there's this emotional void, and that is infinitely bigger. It's the empty space next to you in bed. It's that impossible gap between two people. One is just space. The other is a profound, heavy absence. And that all leads to this line, which is just pivotal. He's not talking about his house. Not at all. In this song, home isn't a place you can find on a map. Home is a person. So this is really a statement about emotional exile, not just geography. Okay, so we've established the lonely room and the huge distance, and here's where the song makes a really significant pivot. The focus shifts from the empty space around him to the full, vivid world inside his own head. The attempts to avoid it all have failed. And now comes the surrender, the giving in to memory and desire. It all kicks off with this one word: wondering. He stops trying to distract himself, stops fighting it, and just starts actively thinking about the person he's missing. This isn't passive sadness anymore. This is an active state of longing. His mind is completely consumed. And you can almost map out the whole journey of this longing. It's a progression. It starts with a simple physical act, just staring at the ceiling. Then it moves to an empathetic thought, wondering if she's sleepless too. And finally it lands on this raw, unfiltered desire for physical closeness, for a kiss. It's a beautiful, painful, and very, very real sequence. This might be my favorite line in the whole song. Are the walls literally painted blue? I mean, maybe. But it almost doesn't matter, right? Because this is such a perfect metaphor. The room itself has taken on his emotional state. He feels blue, so the world looks blue. The environment isn't just a box holding his sadness anymore. It is his sadness. And so, we finally get to the song's conclusion. And look, there's no neat resolution, no sudden comfort. Instead, what you get is a kind of resignation, an acceptance of this state of active, restless, unresolvable wakefulness. So what does this all boil down to? At the end of the day, being sleepless in this song isn't just about not being able to sleep. It's a condition. It's a state of being so full of longing that the presence of the person who isn't there is the loudest, most powerful thing in the room. Sleep is impossible because your mind and your heart are fully occupied somewhere else entirely. And that really leaves us with this final thought. The song paints this vivid picture of one person's experience, but it taps into something totally universal. So think about it. When you're in that anonymous room, far from where or who you belong, what fills that silence for you? Is it memory? Is it hope? Or is it just that lonely howl outside the window?